Oi, I have returned after being gone for so long. Let me scoop myself over. Oh, actually, where is Amigo Carp? Oh, it's the wheel. Well, Amigo Carp is gone, I think. Wow, it is. Interesting. Let me see. Where are you, Amigo Carp? That means I have to resize him too. Yeah. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's resize him. Oh, we still got time. No one's actually joined just yet, but honestly, I don't blame him. It's been forever since I last streamed. A lot of stuff's happened, blah 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 blah. But I'm glad to be back. I'm gonna try to get back on my schedule again. Essentially streaming again. I decided to do a Hangout stream today. I don't know. I felt like it was low energy. I'm gonna keep him here. He's close to me, little buddy. Let's put him all. Here we go. Cuddle Amigo Carp. He's your friend. He's your best friend. Maybe I'll put him a little. There you go. There you go. Cuddle time in spirit. Yeah. It's been a minute. I'd say. Let me drop the link in the Discord. Yes, there's a Discord. Yeah, I mean, I figured we could just watch videos today. Maybe see what people request if they end up joining. It's been forever again since I last streamed, so I don't know if anyone's going to join. But we'll find out and see. Maybe we'll meet new people. Who knows? Hopefully my microphone is actually working. It is. Okay, it is. My microphone is working, thank goodness for that. Still the same screens from last time. I don't think I ever mentioned why my screens got changed, at least not on stream. My software updated and deleted all my templates, including all the images that I had stored and everything. So I had to get new templates and just kind of tweak them a little bit. I kind of like these though; they're really nice. They show the chaotic energy I have, as pure chaos. I'm a chaos goblin, as you might know. What was I gonna say? Boy, oh boy. Normally we do like spooky videos, so I might just do spooky videos. I know there's a few videos we need to catch up on. It's been, oh look at that. There's a new video that got uploaded 2 hours ago, just mere 2 hours ago. We could take a look at that one. This is by Scary Comp, which I had mentioned. I've been kind of like, I don't know, a lot of their videos are kind of silly, and Loki didn't want to react to their stuff again, but we'll give it another shot. We got another Sir Spooks video that's uploaded 6 days ago. I haven't seen it either, 38 minutes long. Let me see. Anything else? Reddit's most disturbing Appalachian stories. That sounds interesting. We could watch that one too. But we'll see. We'll see what people say once they start joining in. Hopefully they'll start joining in. I haven't spoken to any of the usuals or the frequents in a minute. Hopefully they're doing okay. I hope they are. Yeah. There's just a lot going on, really. That's basically why I've been I've been on What is it? A 2.5 week bender, I guess. No streams, whatsoever. I was thinking about doing a Call of Duty stream today because there was new game modes that dropped in Zombies, and there was a event that started with Nuked Survival, which was pretty fun. But I ended up doing those on my own time. I just didn't. I don't know. It felt like I didn't want to stream those times. There's just, again, so much going on, emotional and whatnot. So here I am. I've returned after all of this time. I've been here the whole time. But you know, c'est la vie, as they say. C'est la vie. Let's see if anybody else joins here in a few minutes. I'll get to a few more minutes. Surprised there hasn't been any like bots or anything in the portrait mode. That's quite surprising. Normally there's a bunch of bots that join in the portrait mode. Oh, someone did join and then I think quickly scrolled away. Joined and quickly scrolled away, or maybe they got scared because I mentioned bots, and they're like, "Oh God, he's on to me. It's a bot." This shit would be funny. Yeah, that's bizarre. Normally, there's at least a few bots here and there. There's nothing. How bizarre. Very bizarre, really. Oh yeah. So Final Fantasy Revelations got announced. I'm really excited about that. Revelations, the final installment to the 7 remake. Rebirth got an easy mode, if you can call it that. Essentially gives you cheats to be able to use. You know, infinite health, infinite magic, maxed out materia, stuff like that. You know, it is what it is. Do what you want with your game. That's how I see it. You know, I definitely haven't gotten the platinum, and I really tried to do those challenges. Getting really close, but not quite. No cigar. That damn virtual Sephiroth. God dang, he pissed me off so much. You know, but you know, eventually, you know, I'll get it. And eventually I'll get that platinum. I did get the Rebirth or remake platinum. I didn't 100% the DLC though, which, you know, feels kind of grimy to me because I'm like, I had everything for the platinum, but now there's like the subcategory. Now I'm only sitting at like not 100% completion in the game because of the DLC. So, you know, it is what it is. What was I gonna say? In the end, yeah, that's my adventure with Rebirth. Another thing that dropped is gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, finally, some Kingdom Hearts news at all. It's been forever since we've heard anything. It kind of reminds me of like the skeleton of Elder Scrolls 6. That is still nothing. At least GTA 6 has dropped a few trailers here and there. Jeez, Elder Scrolls 6 just sounds like a myth at this point, a legend that may or may not ever see the light of day. I mean, I feel like at some point it's just gonna become this myth. You know, essentially what GTA 6 was for a while, where they're like, yeah, we're working on it. Nothing. Not a single thing, not a single announcement. And then out of nowhere, a trailer drops. And then nothing. Nothing again. And it's like, when are we ever going to see it? And then delay after delay after delay. You know what? At this point, just keep it, man. At this point, just fucking keep it, brother. Like, you've taken so fucking long. That's what I would argue right now is happening with Elder Scrolls 6, honestly. It's just... there is no more hype. That's essentially what GTA 6 feels like right now, but that's how I feel about Elder Scrolls 6 as well. Like what are you anymore? Like, there's nothing, absolutely nothing. Just the idea of a game that never came. You know, what is it? Higher expectancy for Ant Simulator to drop than anything else. I am looking forward to something that will drop here in a few months. Actually, in a month, I think. That, what's it called? The, Aincrid? Tears of Aincrid? Let me see. Aincrid game, PS5. Let me see. SAO game, PS5. Echoes of Aincrid. That's coming out here soon. Let me see. Echoes of Aincrid. $70 for it. Release date July 9th. So yeah, early next month. Yeah. So we got about a month's wait ahead of us. I'm definitely gonna try to get that game for sure. I really want to get it. It looks like it'll be killer for sure. Rumor has it Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are also getting released on the PS5, so a lot of really cool releases coming out. I'm excited about that too. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 have always been such, great games. In my opinion, I've always enjoyed both of them. Mostly the zombies. The campaign has always been a big thing for me when it comes to the Call of Duty games. I've always been a campaign nerd, specifically for those early Call of Duty games. After Black Ops 2, I basically kind of didn't care much about the campaign of games, of the Call of Duty games. After Ghost, I thought it was interesting, but I thought it was kind of silly. And I think Call of Duty Ghost is the last campaign I actually invested myself in to try to get into the lore and whatnot. But I feel like that's also the very game that said, you know what, maybe the campaign isn't just as good as it used to be. It's got its goods and it's also got its bads, right? That's what I would argue. And then, they gave up on the project anyhow. It's been how many years since Ghost dropped and nothing's come from it, and they've just basically moved on to anything else. World War II was another thing that I was only invested in the zombies. I really didn't play the campaign, and I've heard really good things about it, but even then I couldn't bring myself to it. Same thing with Cold War campaign. I played a little bit, didn't really get really invested in it, which I feel like it's an injustice I did. I think I probably could have given it a better shot, because I feel like I would have probably enjoyed that campaign, because it still kind of ties into the Mason Hudson stories, But knowing what I know, it just, to me, it feels like it loses its weight, right? Depending on anything you went with Black Ops 2, you know that Mason may or may not be dead. Spoilers. It's a big part of the campaign anyhow. And again, it's been how many years? Almost, right? Has it been? No, it's been a decade for sure. A decade and then some. So yeah, there's Black Ops 2 for you. So I'm a little excited if they, sources say that yes, it's happening. They already revealed the gigs for them. I heard they're gonna be like at least 30 gigs per game, which I don't have. But considering the reports, I don't know. Will it let me run it through the external? I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out how they run, because they might just be considered PS5 games that will only strictly allow you to run it via the console storage versus the external storage. So I guess we'll find out once they drop. I heard they were going to shadow drop tonight or last night, but that didn't happen. I haven't seen anything in the store, and I feel like there would have been a higher, reaction to that if that were the case. But it doesn't seem like it. So yeah, I'm still waiting on that. Really hyped for it though. Really, really excited. The servers are gonna be working overtime for sure. For both games, honestly. I believe for both games. I am really excited to go back and use those old weapons again and really prestige. Oh my god, I'm really excited for that. I'm really, really excited for that. And then, just reliving those old memories. I really hope they also bring back all the DLC content. The extra map packs, the classic Call of Duty Zombies. Oh, I'm excited. I really am excited for it. The prices is the thing that I'm mostly worried about, because they could easily try to charge you, modern rate pricing for, a decade, almost 2-decade old game, corporate greed is a savage thing. But even then, I'll enjoy it anyway. So I'll buy, I'll spend my money on the CODs, especially since I know all of these games anyhow. But yeah, I'm really excited about that for sure. Another story, Call of Duty wise, Zombies maps are gonna come to a finale here soon. I think mid-season we're gonna get the final map pack, and that's gonna be the end of the story for Black Ops 7. At least that's what they're speculating, that's what they're thinking. This is gonna be the very end of the story. Some people say that yes, the story for the game is over, but the story for the Requiem crew continues. Which implies that there's going to be another game that we're going to have to buy to continue with the story. I think as long as we get a good ending, I'll be happy. I am a very easy to please man, and honestly, I was not very pleased with Black Ops 6 ending, but when they said Black Ops 7 was going to be the continuation of the story, I was like, fuck it, I'll bite, I'll go with it. But if you're going to cross me again, Call of Duty, I'm looking at you right now, the entire team of COD Zombies right now. Give us a good ending, for fuck's sakes. A good one, not something just slapped together. Please, I'm begging you. And at least give us something for the Super Easter egg, for fuck's sake. Just anything. Hell, I'll take the fucking camos. The copium that I'm using right now is insane, because they promise so much more. And nothing. We have got nothing. I have nothing. I have played your games, and I got nothing. Anywho, bottom line is, I'm hoping something does happen this time around. Otherwise, I will be very disappointed. Oh my goodness. Rogue mode is very interesting, though. I did try rogue mode. That's another thing they added to Zombies, which I find interesting. It's kind of simple, bare bones. I would even argue it's kind of a cop-out, because Resident Evil 9 did the same thing with Resident Evil Requiem. Requiem. And they did a rogue mode before COD did, and then lo and behold, COD did another rogue mode as well, which, one could argue maybe they're like, here's my homework teacher type style. But, I guess guess we could brew our own conclusions out of that one. I don't think anyone's going to admit to anything anytime soon, but it is an interesting thing, for sure, that it just so happens that, a rogue mode gets dropped for a game that doesn't necessarily ever have had a rogue mode like this before, after, Resi dropped their own. But hey, I did enjoy it. I did have fun. Got a sweet calling card out of it, and I'm hoping they do expand upon it. I feel like right now it's a little lackluster. Like I feel like they could have done way more with it, but I feel like they just kind of patched it together, kind of haphazardly put it together. I've noticed a few things. For example, rounds, like early rounds, usually take very, very long, as opposed to the regular rounds when you're playing just standard or even cursed. They don't last as long as these rounds do. Like a round 20 round feels like a round 40 plus round. Not in terms of difficulty, but in terms of length. So you're spending 20-30 minutes easy in one round, and that seems like a lot. However, if you find a nuke, it's an instant round over, which is like very weird. Very interesting. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it because I've definitely like saved so much time getting nukes just to be done with the round. Because god dang, they just keep coming, and it's not even like it's not a survival thing. It's an annoyance thing. At some point, you're like, I don't want to keep running around with the same group of zombies, shooting them over and over again. And I'm just like 2 rounds away from the boss, and I'm like, come on, dude, let's get it over with, right? So, that's a few notes. I would say, like, I feel like they did this intentionally so that you would make more points. But if you really wanted us to make points, just make it cursed system. Don't have it by kill, have it by shots. Make your points that way. And make our lives easier. It's already a pretty cursed mode, so why not follow cursed mode standards and give us points based on weapon hits versus kills? Which is an interesting move, really. It's a really interesting move that they went for non-curse mode system. I feel like maybe they'll change that eventually, or maybe perhaps they'll give us a curse mode version of it, like a curse mode rogue, which I guess could come into play. But even then, it's, how would relics work, right? If you even introduce relics. I think they don't have to introduce relics. I feel like if they really wanted to do a rogue mode curse mode, they could just introduce a system of making points that way. You don't have to bring in the relics. Because, you're already surviving on your own whim and basically just scavenging for what you can to survive. Very interesting. I think they did good with the game mode. I still think it's like early development stage. It's like very bare bones, like I mentioned. What's another thing? So that's Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Modern Warfare 4 is dropping. I'm probably not gonna get it. At least not until I hear everybody's take on it and what they feel about it. I'm just not in the market of dropping $80-$70 on a game that I might not enjoy in the end of it. So, what I really want, however, I want the standalone Call of Duty Zombies game, which they've come forward and said, no, it's not a thing that's happening. But, do I believe them? I don't know. I feel like they're sitting in a cash cow, and they're just not taking it. And they keep saying that zombies isn't like their biggest market for Call of Duty, and I'm just like, I would argue that the only reason why you're getting very good sales, especially the last 2 games, was because of zombies alone. People were fucking pissed about Omni movement and all this shit. I loved Omni movement. As a zombies player, Omni movement, fantastic. As a multiplayer, because I do dabble in multiplayer, I hate it. So I think they could be making so much money if they just released a Call of Duty Zombies standalone. And they're saying they're not. They're whatever the fuck, they're not gonna do it. And I'm just like, dude, you are sitting on a mountain of gold and you're refusing to release it because it's not making you more money. That's the epitome, the very definition of corporate greed. Like, come on, my guy. You're worse than Netflix at this point. Like, literally give us what we want and we will be happy. Give us a compilation of every Call of Duty Zombies, all compiled into one. Like, how hard is that? Modders have been doing this for years, and you can't even do it. That's crazy to me, Like, this is Todd Howard level of, like, ignorance and greed. Like, this is what you've turned into, Call of Duty. Give us some fucking zombies, and we'll be happy. Like, we're easy to please. The zombies community, I feel like... Okay, that's a lie. Because the zombies community can be pretty toxic. But, I feel like we're less toxic than the multiplayer and the campaign community. I would imagine so. I don't know, I'm kind of pulling at strings here, but I genuinely feel like they're sitting on a mountain of gold and they're just not exploiting it. They're not really doing anything. The same thing I've said about remastering Black Ops 2. I mean, just Black Ops 2 alone, you get a remaster of that, you're making so much money. Easy money. It's like what Modern Warfare 2 tried to do. They did a remaster of Modern Warfare 2, and only the campaign. I'm like, brother, what is wrong with you? Okay, the campaign, okay. Yes, campaign for Modern Warfare 2 is amazing. Yes, I love it. I am one of those people who've played the Modern Warfare 2 campaign so much. An insane amount. And I know it, right? But to bring back such a great game and only give us a fraction of what it was is diabolical and insane. I just hope they don't do the same thing for Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Maybe that's why they're being very hush-hush about it. No one's ever mentioned anything other than, like, the leaks and whatnot. But it is insane if they do take that route. I hope not. It'll literally be terrible. But I'm hoping that they know better than Infinity Ward and they get their shit together. Although I don't think it was Infinity Ward that was in charge of working on the remastered. I think it was another company. But, you know, I feel like someone should do justice for it. Make up for it for Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Anywho, I feel like I've blabbed on enough for, like, I went off on several tangents there about different games and what's coming up and blah, 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 blah. I feel like we can hop right into the videos. You know, watch some spooky videos. I can react to them. Yeah, might as well. Let's switch over. Is it in-game tab? It might be the in-game tab. Window capture. Is it this one? It is. It is this one. Perfect. I'm gonna stop the music. Let's swap on over to the... There it is. Okay. First video of the day we're going to be watching is Scary Comp. 9 scariest videos captured and terrifying real paranormal evidence on tape. Let's get on with it. I have not seen it. This is going to be my first reaction to it, but yeah, let's watch it.
It was opening and closing by itself. There it goes again. What the
Só pode, né? Caramba, velho, quase caí.
A man named Leandro shared a series of creepy videos online from inside his home, claiming that what he was recording was real paranormal activity.
Okay.
According to Leandro, everything began after he bought a decorative doll and placed it in his kitchen.
It always starts with a
it seemed
freaking
like
doll.
nothing more than a strange little decoration.
On, get the fuck out of here.
But not long after it
That's
arrived,
homemade.
the atmosphere inside the house began to change.
Why? Okay, first. Why the fuck would you buy that? That looks terrifying on its own, right? I assume this is that decorative, quote-unquote, doll that he bought. This seems like a made-up thing. It seems like he's trying to, you know, set it up so that he's all like, oh, yeah, I'm haunted, blah, 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 blah. And then he starts taking videos and tries to monetize it. It's definitely one of these cases. It's definitely him trying to set up his own haunting stuff just so he can bank on it.
Strange noises started coming from the kitchen. Objects seemed to move. And little by little, Leandro became convinced that something had come into the home with that doll.
I bought this doll to store plastic bags, but she doesn't like anyone looking at her.
What does that mean? She doesn't like anyone looking. How would you know that?
I'm not staying here alone. Holy shit, everything's falling over here.
And what makes you think it's the doll?
My mom went to get a broom out of nowhere here, alone in the house. And I got spooked. I thought I was seeing things. My mom went to get the broom to poke it. Turn her around. I'm gonna throw this thing out. I'm gonna burn it. Careful. Turn her to the front. Wait.
Lizard get
Não, turn her for... Aí. Aí.
O que você põe nela?
What do you mean? I don't know. The thing started moving out of nowhere. Look.
Eu tô voando aqui.
Look at her hand.
Whoa.
Você
Joga
vê?
fora.
Para, Nick, pelo amor de Deus.
Oi. Eita, pega.
In one clip, Leandro
Whoa,
wakes up after
okay.
hearing a loud crash coming from the kitchen. Terrified, he calls for
Okay. Wow, that's actually... I mean...
his mother and asks her to come
Wow.
with him to check what happened.
So, my only argument with that would be that it's a reverse clip, but I don't know how you would fake something like that. But I don't know. Unless it's like really good editing, I can't think of anything.
But when they step into the kitchen, they notice something deeply unsettling.
Because she's very heavy.
The doll attached to the wall appears to move on its own, almost like it is no longer just an object, but something watching them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
After that night, Leandro says the activity became much more aggressive. The strange sounds grew
It's quite
louder,
bizarre.
the disturbances became harder to ignore, and one terrifying incident nearly pushed him to leave the house for good.
And what's that? Why the house, right? Like, just get rid of the doll, right? You wouldn't have to leave the house. You can just leave
Esse
the doll.
barulho aqui é a máquina que tá lavando lá fora, gente. Mas escuta isso daqui, olha isso.
I decided to record for you guys one more time.
Olha aí, escuta. Caraca, velho, olha isso. Caiu. Estou achando que eu tô zoando, cara. Eu tô sozinho em casa ainda. Minha mãe não chegou ainda.
Okay, the pots and pans all
Aqui
fell
não
on the
tem,
ground.
não tem ninguém no banheiro. Vou até fechar, pode. Gente, na verdade, vou até deixar acesa a luz do banheiro aqui, gente. Pra vocês verem que não tem ninguém aqui. Deixar acesa a luz. Olha isso, gente. Caiu. Caiu tudo, cara. Cara, como que pode isso, meu? Só caiu só a
I don't
parte de
know.
baixo.
I feel like
Vou mostrar pra vocês que eu tô sozinho em casa.
realistically, we didn't see the pans flying off the shelf. He could have placed them there before he started recording and going out there. The audio could have just been added afterwards.
Minha mãe não tá aqui, gente. Vocês podem ver. Ó, a máquina tá lavando roupa ali. E olha isso, gente.
I guess
ó,
he recorded it just to
e
show
é
that he is
isso,
home
pra
alone.
vocês verem.
But again, you
Brincadeira ou
wouldn't
não?
need to be home alone. You could be home alone and fake this easily. I mean, look at how they're placed on the ground. That doesn't look like they've been thrown about. That looks like they've been placed there. Like, this is all together. These are all facing down. These are sitting down neatly. Like, that doesn't look like it's been
Cara,
thrown.
vou
That looks
mostrar
like it's been
no
placed
quarto
there.
aqui pra vocês, ó. Eu tô sozinho. Ó,
Yeah, see, this is most
não
likely.
tem nem
That,
como
at least that
cair
last
debaixo
clip
da
is
cama, gente.
definitely
Quem aqui não
fake.
sabe nada
And if
debaixo da
that one's
cama.
fake, the other
Muito
one
menos
most
dentro do
likely is
guarda-roupa.
also fake. But why
Vai
put
entrar
so
alguém
much
embaixo
effort
do
on the
guarda-roupa?
first
Tá
clip and
doido?
not the second?
Olha
You
isso
know what I
debaixo
mean?
da cama. Vê se tem alguém aqui. Não
Play so-
tem como. Aqui tem uns tapetes velho aqui. Sacola.
It's a bag.
Mas agora, olha isso, gente. Meu Deus do céu, velho. Caiu tudo.
Yeah,
Mano,
see,
eu tô
but,
bilado
and then
aqui,
also
cara.
just only those pans.
Hoje vai ser o dia
There's
que eu
so
vou
much
dormir o
stuff
quê?
in
Com
there.
a porta
I don't
aberta,
know.
não.
This one's really weird.
As if something had violently thrown them across
Not violently. That looks placed again.
the room. Trying to prove he is alone, Leandro
That's a strange
caught
one.
on
I don't
camera.
know. Oh, caught on camera.
After that experience, Leandro became convinced that whatever was attached to the doll may have entered the house with it, and over time, it had become
I think
stronger,
I think it's
angrier, and far more violent. So did this haunting really begin with the doll, or was something already hiding inside Leandro's home long before he brought it in?
I think it's fake. I
As
think he set it
always,
all up.
you decide.
He bought the creepy doll. He's
So
like, oh, this
pode, man.
with, and he just kind of ran with it.
Caramba, velho, quase
That's
caí.
definitely what happened.
Reddit user Runs with Scissors believes their brother-in-law's home may be
Don't run with
haunted.
scissors, guys.
For the past few months, he had been hearing strange noises outside the house, late at night, almost like someone was walking around the property.
Oh yeah.
But every time someone went outside to check, there was nothing there. No person, no animal, no obvious explanation. Over time, the noises started getting worse. Eventually, it sounded like whatever was outside was coming closer, even stepping onto the porch. After another night of hearing the same creepy sounds, the brother-in-law decides to install a security camera.
1 second. I'll be right back. Of course my cat takes over my chair. What a jerk. Helly, move out of the chair. It's mine. I was just sitting there. Move it. Move it. Move it. Ah, it's my chair. Thank you.
Facing the front porch,
Wanna get on my lap?
hoping to finally catch what was causing it.
No?
Then late one night,
Grumpy then?
the noises begin again, and the camera records something disturbing.
Disturbing. It's always disturbing, and then it isn't. Someone just took a... Ooh. Okay, the gate opened. I mean... I guess? Oh. I like the idea that a ghost has to open a gate and then and then sit on the thing and then swing. You're a ghost. Can you just walk through that shit? You have to open the gate. That's so funny. It's just the idea of a ghost having to open a gate just to get to a swing. Or I guess a rocking chair of some kind. That's it?
In the footage, the front gate suddenly
Wow,
opens
so disturbing.
on its own. Then, only
Oh my
seconds later,
goodness.
the porch swing begins rocking back and forth, almost like someone invisible has just sat down. When the brother-in-law reviews the footage, he becomes convinced that something paranormal has happened. After months of hearing unexplained footsteps and strange movement outside the house, this seemed like the first real evidence that something unseen might be visiting his porch at night.
You know?
When the video was later uploaded to Reddit, many
In the
commenters
grand
were
scheme of
skeptical.
things, like,
Some
this is
believed
the
wind could have pushed the
nicest
gate
hunting
open
anyone could ever
and caused
have.
the swing to move. But according to the original poster, that explanation does not seem likely, because the gate was latched. And if you watch the footage closely, Nothing else nearby appears to be moving with the wind. So what caused the gate to open, and why did the porch swing move right after?
I don't know. The wind.
Was it
This could be an automatic switch, you know, automatic rocking chair. I don't know.
Simple draft, a
Simple
loose latch,
draft,
or did the
you know,
camera capture real
automatic
paranormal
moving
activity
thingy,
outside the home?
I mean, I don't know.
As always, you decide. A young woman wakes up at 3 in the morning
Classic.
after
which
hearing
now-
something outside her bedroom door. Something she cannot explain.
What she hear?
Still exhausted, with watery eyes and fear written all over her face, she grabs her phone and starts recording from inside her
looks
room.
Super calm, actually.
She tells
looks like
viewers
she's
she has to
sleeping.
be awake in just 3 hours.
Okay, for work.
But no matter what is happening on the other side of that door, she is not opening it. And she is definitely not going out to check. Watch closely.
Son las 3 de la mañana y se le está dando por correr en el pasillo. No pienso abrir la puerta, no pienso ir a fijarme, son las 3 de la mañana. Yo me tengo que levantar en 3 horas y me despertó a escucharlo correr. No para.
Throughout the entire clip, a strange sound can be
Literally, the easiest fake of all.
heard, coming from the hallway just beyond her bedroom door. It does not. Maybe someone or something was actually in the hallway. A man named
Someone
Brad lives
was.
alone with his
It's
2
fake, It's
cats.
dumb.
But one night,
And bad acting
his home
too.
camera captures something that may explain why one of them became terrified of his
Okay.
bedroom.
So my cat's been
cat.
watching that door for a while now.
Yeah, cats do that.
Oh.
Oh shit. Cats don't do that though. Unless your cat is telepathic or magical. Both. A telepathic magical cat.
Oh, it's apartment, man.
Nope. There's 2 cats?
Freakiest place I've ever been.
Are they brothers? Whoa!
Butter, get out here. Oh, I can't bring him up.
In the footage, the bedroom door slowly opens.
Creepy? Yes. Could it be a doll? Also, yes. We're not giving any explanation. He doesn't go in there. He doesn't turn the light. What I would have done is I would have turned the flash in my light, in my phone, just to get a clearer view of what I'm recording. And because he freaks out too quickly, and he doesn't even freak out enough, he just kind of backs away, like, oh no, and he leaves. And he leaves his
On its
cats
own.
behind. Who does that?
Immediately, the cat notices. But as it stares toward the room, a dark
Who
shadow
does that? Who
figure can
leaves
be
their
seen,
cats behind with like an
standing
unknown
inside,
entity of some kind?
barely visible in the doorway,
See?
but clear enough to make the
That
moment
looks like a doll. That looks
deeply
like a doll.
unsettling. Back
Yeah, we
in,
get it,
a
we
woman
got it.
decided to take photos of an old school building while it was being demolished.
Interesting.
At first, it seemed like nothing more than a quiet record of a
Okay.
place being torn apart and left behind. But
there a
later,
reflection on the
when she
glass?
looked back through the pictures, one image stopped her cold.
That does look beautiful.
Slightly left of center, deep inside the hallway, a dark human-like silhouette can be seen, standing in the shadows. And the disturbing part is this. According to her, that section of the building had already been cleared, and no workers were anywhere near that hallway when the photo was taken.
Look what I found. This is in Carmel.
Photo or video?
This great old house. Someone told me that it's the Murphy house. I don't know who the Murphys were, but I don't think they've lived here for a while because it looks pretty deserted. But it must have been gorgeous in its stay. It's absolutely. I could just imagine walking around here and
I'm sorry. The guy said something about demolishing the
some
building. I don't think this is getting
fancy
demolished.
dress or something. And
The narrator's just keeping adding
amazing.
stuff
It's
to
just
it
beautiful.
for no
When
reason.
you look closer, through one of the windows,
He said
you can make
hallway.
out
Oh,
what appears to be the pale face of a child
interesting.
staring from inside. The complexion looks ashen, the expression frozen, and the figure does not seem to move at all.
I mean,
It only appears for a brief moment,
that just looks like a kid.
almost like something inside the abandoned school was watching the demolition from behind the glass.
And he
Some
keeps
viewers
changing. It's not a school. It's just a house.
The old estate may have a dark
The
history.
narrator
A
is
man
just making
working
shit
the
up at this point. That's
closing
just
shift
obvious. I feel
inside a
like
large
that's something we've run across with Scary Comp.
supermarket
just making
is
up
doing what
bullshit
every
on the
employee does
spot.
at the end of a long night.
What's
Gathering
that?
carts,
Whoa,
clearing
I
aisles,
saw something.
and getting the store ready before everyone heads home.
I definitely
A
saw
man working the
something.
closing
Watch,
shift
right here.
inside a large
It shifts over. Let's see.
supermarket is doing what every employee does at the end of a long night.
Right there. See that? What is that?
Gathering
Yeah, there's like a little kid running
carts,
across.
clearing aisles, and getting the store
Ya la neta, ya la tienda ya la están cerrando. De hecho, estamos recogiendo ya los carros, llenando todo lo que se quedó en los... No mames. Mierda. Y estoy viendo a un niño como jugando. Mira, 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 mira. ¿Sí vieron? ¿Sí vieron?
That's just a
Y
kid.
ya está, ya la tienda ya está cerrada. Ya...
Yeah,
pues
and
ya
that's
nada
your
más estamos recogiendo-
kid.
Y ya está, ya la tienda ya está cerrada.
That's an actual
Ya.
kid. That's not even like a
Pues
ghost.
ya
That's
nada
an
más estamos
actual kid
recogiendo lo
just
de los
running around.
pasillos. No mames.
See?
¿Sí vieron?
That's his kid.
Y ya está todo cerrado aquí.
He just brought his son to
Me voy a
work and
acercar.
just let him run free.
Mira, no.
moves
That
feels
shit's fucking
unnatural.
Ow!
fast,
He's just
low.
running. Unnatural. It's just a little kid running around this. You gotta be taking a piss, my guy. You gotta be shitting me. That's. Dude, there's no way. There's.
And silent
I run
before vanishing behind the
unnaturally
shelves.
Fast and
The man
silent,
reacts instantly,
like a
gasping and
killer.
cursing under his breath, almost like something trying to decide.
Quedó en los
Oh my god.
Como jugando.
Get out of here, brother.
¿Sí vieron? ¿Sí vieron? Lo de los
He
pasillos.
just let his kid run free in the store. He recorded
The
it
daughter
saying it's
thinks
a
she is
ghost.
playing with.
I'm done.
¿A quién estás amacando?
Mira.
Pero yo no veo a nadie ahí, Loli. Veo la hamaca sola.
Pero yo estoy jugando con mi amigo Pili.
¿Qué, la conociste acá en la plaza? Bueno, mi amor, jugá.
The girl calmly explains that she is playing with a new friend she met at the park. But when Lyudmila turns the camera toward the swing, there is no one there.
So,
No child. No
this
parent
could be an imaginary friend. This could be signs of schizophrenia. There's no in between.
nearby. Nothing visible at all. And still, her daughter walks back and begins pushing the empty swing gently, naturally, like someone is actually sitting on it. Lyudmila asks more questions, and that is when the little girl's answers become much more unsettling.
Amiga,
¿Qué pasó?
que ella se murió ahora, pero ahora estoy jugando con ella porque ella ahora es un angelito.
¿Cómo sabes todo eso vos? ¿Te lo dijo ella? ¿O qué?
Sí, me dijo que un día se va a morir.
The child then says her new friend had died at the park and that she would be leaving soon. But what makes it even stranger is how calm she sounds. To her, this is not frightening. She simply says, the girl is a little angel, as if she is describing something completely normal.
Que ella se murió ahora, pero ahora estoy jugando con ella porque
Some people believe children can see spirits, and paranormal is harder to dismiss. So
It's
what do you
interesting.
think? Was Lyudmila's daughter just
Very
pretending?
interesting.
Or was she really playing with the spirit of a
Either
little
kid with
girl
a very
who
vivid
never left that
imagination,
park.
or I don't
As
know.
always, place no child should ever be. The woman follows the sound to a low rectangular opening at the bottom of the wall,
Okay.
the kind of narrow crawl space gap that already feels wrong before anything even appears. And the family dog is already there, stiff, locked in place, barking at whatever is hiding inside.
Mom, please help me.
Leah, how did you get down there? You were supposed to be in bed. Oh my God.
From somewhere beyond the opening, the childlike voice calls out, "Mom, please help me."
Mom, please help me.
Leah,
Mom, please help me.
Leah,
Mom, please help me.
Leah.
Dark slit. It appears and then vanishes almost instantly. The dog does not calm down, the woman does not move closer, and viewers who saw the clip immediately pointed out the same thing. Whatever that face belonged to, it did not look human. So was that really her daughter's voice, coming from inside the wall?
I don't know. There's really nothing to this clip. It is creepy, but there's nothing to it. He's saying one thing, the thing's titled differently. It says Brad's bedroom. Who's Brad? Like,
Or was something using that voice
more
to
questions
lure
than
her
answers.
closer? As always,
Seems pretty silly, not gonna lie.
a custodian says she has been working late-night shifts alone inside an elementary school in Albuquerque, New
this one's
Mexico,
long.
for the last 6 years. And during that time, she claims the building has had more than a few strange moments. Unexplained sounds, doors moving on their own, an unsettling feeling that the halls are not completely empty after dark. According to her, the school was built over old Native American burial grounds.
Isn't that always the
And
case?
whenever construction or digging happens near the property, the activity inside the school seems to become stronger. Then one night,
Classic.
while she is completely alone, she records a door opening by itself.
Just walked out here
Oh,
and
this
put
is
my
the
car
from the
back,
beginning of the video.
and this door's being weird. It was opening and closing by itself. And there it goes again. What the
People just want to make sure you got a
I
full 360.
don't know why the door is doing this. It shouldn't be doing this. You can shut the door now and stop messing. Oh my God.
Well, that's spooky.
Way over there by the door. I can. That's where the switch is, right there. Trying to vacuum. What's going on? There is a place to sensor. Let's see if it goes off again.
It's pretty interesting. Kind of playful, right? Is this Oh, these are on.
Fixed seats. These are only supposed to go off if somebody puts their hand there.
Interesting. Keeps going off. What was that? Ooh. Skateboarding goes. Flashing lights
Over
rapidly.
there by the door.
Now you want to stop because I'm recording.
Yup.
So,
It's always open. It's always open.
there's nobody in here. Nobody. What the f?
That is creepy.
But there is nobody there. No student, no staff member.
That one stopped me a little bit. I mean, sure, I guess if you really wanted to, you could fake it. But even then, it's like so much effort. So much effort for something so silly. Well, that was that video. Hope you liked that one. That was interesting. Scary comps. I mean, I guess it was better than the last few videos. At least there was a few that were like, oh, I can see that happening. But most of it is just like, yeah, that's bullshit. I guess we could watch this next one. It's 38 minutes long. Let's do the 15 minutes one.
Notorious places for creepy encounters, and some of these
check out Invoxion, Reddit's most disturbing Appalachian
encounters are truly shocking.
Let's see.
My name is Invoxion, and today we're going to read some of Reddit's scariest Appalachian stories and show you the disturbing experiences that people had to go through. But before we get started, I want to thank you guys so much because we absolutely smashed the goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm super happy and super grateful, and I really can't thank you guys enough. Also want to remind you guys that I've officially created a Spotify podcast for the channel, and the link will be in the description. But with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Does anyone have any real horror stories from the Appalachian Mountains? Real story here from Southern Appalachia. Not the craziest horror type story, but still scared the hell out of me. In August 2022, I solo overnight camped in the Sumter National Forest, up in the far northwest corner of South Carolina. My third and last time ever solo camping out in the middle of the mountains/woods. I feel like I'm a pretty seasoned outdoorsman, and I wasn't that far out to where this would be irresponsible. Anyway, I parked my car on an old logging road and hiked in about 1.5 to 2 miles to the top of a ridgeline that was near an area that had just been cut by loggers, probably in the spring that year. I was about 5 miles from the nearest sign of civilization. I was testing out some new camp gear and just getting some solitude. It was pretty and peaceful and kinda hot and humid. Found a nice spot to set up camp right on the edge of the tree line, bordering a grassy area on top of the ridge. The afternoon and evening went by without any issue. I had a cramped 1.5 man sized tent and left off the rainfly because it was hot, so it was mostly just netting that sorta let me see off the tent, but not well. I went to sleep and woke up from a nightmare at 4:36 a.m. I remember because I looked at my watch. The nightmare was me in my tent, exactly where I was in the exact position I was laying. In the dream, I woke up and looked to my left and saw a large dark figure with red eyes staring right at me from outside the tent. I woke up for real in a cold sweat and thought, what the f***? That was f***ed up. And maybe a minute after that, I heard a blood-curdling scream that had to be right in the vicinity of my little camp area. I was absolutely frozen in fear. It kinda sounded like a combination of an owl scream and a fox scream, if you can try to imagine. About another 30 seconds goes by that felt like an eternity, still frozen in fear, and then something big, like full sprint stomped through my campsite. It was 100% bipedal and heavy because I could feel the vibration on the ground. I had a pistol and an AR-15 style rifle with me in the tent, both with weapon lights. I somehow mustered up the courage and grabbed my rifle, unzipped the tent, and switched the light on and quickly scanned around with it. Pure adrenaline. I saw nothing, no sign of anything. At this time, there were zero sounds of bugs/critters. If you don't know the South, the woods can be loud AF at night. That also scared the living shit out of me. That part didn't even hit me until later when I was recounting everything, which made me more scared. Anyways, I stayed awake scanning the woods pretty much non-stop until first light and quickly packed up and got out to the car. What's weird is I've been in this area many times with my brother and friends doing little campouts, shooting, and land nav type stuff for fun, and never had anything weird happen. Not even a weird or off feeling. Always felt safe and comfortable until that night. Since then, I've gone near that exact area again, but no closer than a mile or two, and always had dudes with me for overnight camps. Nothing strange or scary has happened since. I don't know what it was. Some people I've told said it was maybe the Dogman or Bigfoot. I truly don't know, and I don't want to.
Interesting.
Are the Appalachian Mountains really as scary as some people say they are?
Yes.
So my dog ran off, chasing a female in heat. He ran about 2 miles plus down the mountain from where I live and into another residential community. I basically kept following clues and talking to people until I found his trail. I remember meeting a family along the main road who said they saw the dog run up the small road that turns to dirt and goes into the woods. This is not uncommon. These roads in fact were made by General Braddock on his way to his eventual demise. It's common to find old musket balls, coat buttons, etc. on these roads. I found an old-time loaded Derringer pistol corroded and practically fossilized in a stream by my house as a kid. Area is really old in human terms too. Anyway, the daughter offered to give me a ride on her four-wheeler up to the woods. Her dad was okay with it, but neither wanted to go into the woods, and I didn't hold it against them. I was 16 by the way. I'm 36 now. I hop on the back rack of the ATV, and she hauls me up the hill and out of the valley and to the edge of the woods. I thank her and begin my hike. I love that dog. On my way in, I start seeing old cars and trucks sitting on the sides of the roads here and there. There were old ones from the 40s, saw a car that looked like an old Model T as well. I remember thinking how out of nowhere it felt. Like I walk around the bend, not 10 minutes in, and I see these really old vehicles. They obviously don't run, and I've seen time in nature. So I keep going, see some old shacks along the way. Then the road switches back and starts going down the side of the wooded mountains. As I make it to the path below, I notice two things: the sound of bees swarming and barbed wire fence. I start really looking, and I notice the fence surrounds a camp with old trailers and campers. There are chickens roaming around and clothes drying on the line and campfire cooking something. I'm just shocked and taking in the view to realize this community, or whatever it is about the size of a football field, probably bigger. The road I'm on follows the length of it, and I see dog tracks on it, about the right size and shape. So I take a breath, keep myself aware, and walk between the fence and the unsettling thing to the right and bees swarming to my left. It felt like an eternity walking along that place. I tried to be quiet and never really saw people in there, just obvious signs of people living there. At some point, I lose the trail and decided I've walked a long time and I needed to turn back. As I headed back, I decided I needed to be really wary of anyone being around. I'm kinda creeping and stalking my way back, and I see a dude with a hunting rifle, a flannel coat, and a trucker hat just stalking around. I assumed he saw me go by the first time. Part of me wanted to think he was game hunting for food. Entirely possible, but I had to assume the worst given the fact I'm all alone in a really unexpectedly weird place. I'm a tall dude, so I feel a bit secure, but all I have is a knife. I remember crouching in the bushes watching that guy for a long time, trying to wait for a window to get back to the part of the road that leads away from this place. You 100% unequivocally do not want to take a shortcut in these woods. You will only get lost. You can get lost going 20 feet in and getting turned around and no one will be able to find you. The dude eventually goes back past me and out of my way, and I seek my way to the road. Once I'm on the road going back to the old vehicles, I fully sprint out of there. I make it back to town and people are about to send the police to look for me. Apparently I was out there for 6 hours. I just wanted to say that this story scared me a lot. Just the idea of being in this unfamiliar territory in the woods and within a small community of people that may or may not want outsiders roaming around is just very scary. The strangest thing you have experienced in the Appalachian Mountains. I was a young child in the northern central Alabama foothills around 2009. Weeks had a fairly large ranch next to us that ran parallel to a creek called Yellowleaf. The doctor that owned it loved to let us explore every inch. There were dove fields and a large clear-cut forest and hollers that held springs and hardwoods. It was fairly normal for my brothers and I to wake up on an off-school day, grab a belt knife and a rifle, and pack a lunch and go explore. We would spend all day rolling around the 700-ish acre property of the Rockhurst property. I remember this day I had asked my brother, Jay, if he wanted to go check out a little spring I'd found. An underground fed hole about 3 feet wide with water that was cold and clear and sweet. He decided not to go. We had recently gotten a new game for our Xbox and he decided that's what he wanted to do. Well, I still had wanted to keep exploring the area, so I went out to the shed and grabbed my backpack, my little Rossi combo rifle, and the buck knife my mother had bought me, among other various child's toys and a couple of nails and a hammer in my backpack. I set out around 8 that morning. I took the power line cut down until I came to a small pond, then cut towards Highway 51 until I hit a little stream we call Bully Creek. This was the first weird thing of the day. I came across a coyote, a dead one, no signs of predation or external wounds, but not starving or skinny. I was an 11-year-old kid, so I remember just thinking, oh cool, maybe I can get his pelt. My dad would be so proud and I'd be so cool. I pulled out my knife and, very sloppily I might add, went about trying to skin the coyote. I made a real hack job out of it because I had only helped my dad with deer, but I had done rabbits on my own. The thing is, when I got the skin out from around the nape of the neck, it was black and bruised underneath. The bones in the neck down to the ribs had been absolutely shattered. It was like turning a bird gizzard full of seed in your hand, just demolished. After I was done, I rolled up the skin, and much to the chagrin of my mother, put it in my backpack, started back for the spring. I was maybe another mile of walking when I heard something up ahead. It was approaching some brambles on the edge of the pine clear cut with some short pine thicket growth. I could actually hear whatever it was on the other side breathing. It sounded like hee-ho, hee-ho. At this time, I was a little scared, and I unslugged my Rossi and started to back away. I figured I would skirt around and put that noise behind me, and I was playing tricks on myself. I backed off about 20 yards and then began moving diagonally away from it, just trying to scout walk and put some distance between me and whatever it was. I made it to the spring about 12:30 in the afternoon with the sun high. I bathed in it, caught a few crawlers that I boiled in a cut-in-half Pepsi can, then ate my bologna sandwich and a bag of Funyuns. At this point, I had been there for maybe an hour and a half and knew I should start heading back to be home by dinner. I started to pack up my things when I looked a little down to the creek to my right and noticed a small cave. I had no flashlight, but it would be cool to look. There are a lot of small caves in the foothills, and on occasion, you'll find one someone has stashed things in. Beads, clay pots, jars of food, booze, old silver mirrors, etc. My uncle once found a pistol in one. Well, I get it in my mind I'm gonna go check it out, so I pull my gas station lighter out of my bag and cross the creek with it, and the torn dedication page of The Daybreakers clutched above the water. About halfway across the creek, I get this feeling, just gut-wrenching, like passing white sheets on a highway after a wreck. I push on and hit the other bank, scramble up, and now I'm a small foot gap away from this 2x1 hole in the earth. I lit the piece of paper and stick in and held it out and into the hole, and it blew out. In fact, putting my hand over the hole was like putting my hand in front of a box fan. Strange. It was really strange. But not as strange as what happened next. The hole spoke. Mama Tekken, Chihacho Haktiki, or that's the best way I can relay it. Deep and booming, like the earth shaking. Then I ran. I practically walked across the creek like Jesus. I mean, I ran like a cat someone had set on fire. I ran to my pack and grabbed it, threw my rifle over my shoulder, and sprinted through the brush. After about 100 yards of dashing, I heard something behind me crashing through the brush, big heavy steps. My heart was pounding and I could hear it getting closer. I ran for another 100 yards before I turned, leveled my rifle at the hip, and fired. And nothing. The afternoon forest as quiet as it had ever been. I took a deep breath and convinced myself I had just gotten worked up. I was gonna have to explain a missing .243 shell to my dad, and he liked me to have a damn good explanation if I shot that rifle. I walked back to the house, cut up and as wide as a sheet. My mom met me on the porch and I told her what had happened frantically. She seemed not bothered and I'm sure felt like I had a silly imagination. Later on, I told my dad I had used a shell and needed another. He asked what happened to the one I had. He would give me 3 at a time. I told him the story, he listened patiently and didn't get angry or raise his voice. He just told me he thought I was very brave and went and got me another shell. Later on, after I joined the Marines and moved to Montana with my wife, I asked him again what he thought had happened that day. He said either the boiled crawfish had made me hallucinate or I really encountered something supernatural. My dad is a sheriff's deputy and was never a kooky guy, but that night he gave me a different side, talking about how the mountain and country we lived on were old, older than man's time keeping records. He left me with the words, "There are things in the world man was never meant to understand, doubly so in these old woods and hollers."
Wow.
What is the scariest, most uncanny experience you had in the Appalachian Mountains? My family has a house deep in the Smoky Mountains on the NC side. When I was like 15, me and my best friend at the time went down to the house for a little summer getaway. It was right after my grandpa had passed away, so we both decided to sleep in his room because it had the biggest bed in the house. He had cameras all around the outside of the house, set up to look outside. Because we were in his room, the security camera tablet thing was right next to the side of my bed. We were telling scary stories around 1 a.m. when we thought we saw something on the camera pointed outside our window and into the woods. We stared at it for a little bit, then we saw some sort of bug fly by and just convinced ourselves it must have been an animal. Maybe 15 minutes later, my friend realized she left her Heath bar on our front deck, which she wanted to eat. We would have left it out there until morning, but there had just been a ton of mountain lion sightings and we did not want to attract any wildlife. Also, she just wanted to eat it and we were 15, so no stopping us. I checked all of the cameras on the tablet and saw nothing, so we ran outside and grabbed her candy bar really quick. But when we were outside, we heard a weird noise that kind of sounded like a person walking and crunching leaves. This could have been an animal, but it just sounded so much like footsteps that I still don't think that's all it was. There was no way any people were near us because the closest house is about a mile up the mountain, and my elderly grand-aunt lives there. The only other person with us was my mom, who was asleep in the guest bedroom.
Okay.
We ran back inside and locked all the doors, and she joked that we should check the cameras for a bear, so we did. When we went back into the bedroom and checked the camera, we saw something on the tree line, right outside our window. It looked like a person standing, just staring at the house, but because of the quality of the night vision camera, we couldn't see any faces or anything.
Okay.
Terrified, we both walked up to the window and peeked through the curtains, but saw nothing but trees. We both had an uneasy and weird feeling and were debating waking up my mom to tell her what just happened. When we looked at the cameras again, there was nothing there. Freaked out, we tried to see if there was a way to rewind the cameras to see if we were just going crazy, but we weren't able to. Eventually, we convinced ourselves it was a bear and went to sleep, without her even eating her candy bar we had just risked our lives for. When we woke up, we told my mom the entire story and asked her about rewinding it too. She then told us the cameras had been shut down for a while because there was nobody here to watch them since my grandpa had passed, and they shouldn't have been recording at all. We checked, and although they all still worked, they were not set up to record or show us any past video.
Weird.
We shut the cameras off after that. And with that, that is going to be the last story for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you leave a comment and let me know what you thought. And I would also like to know if you guys want to see more confessions or story videos, or if you had any other video ideas in mind. I really like getting your guys' feedback, and it just helps me to make the best possible content. And if you guys ever have a story or confession that you want to submit for a video, just send it to my email, which is in my bio. I would really enjoy making a video.
Well, that was Invoxion. He seems like a pretty cool channel to follow. I subscribed. We can react to his stuff, maybe some more if we find more stuff for him. Next up, we're gonna be watching If Your Phone Was a Person by Nelson Boys. Let me see. Is that correct? The video was by Silo and Bros. So not this one? I can keep looking. Not Nelson Boys. Silo and Boys. I think that was what it's called. Wait, never mind. Okay, so that was it. This is the one. Cool. Here, let me plop it back in there again. Alright, so this one's by Nelson Boys. We'll watch it, see how we think. No, you're okay.
Could you not? You're the one who wanted to wake up at this time. Hey, I just want to let you know I did not charge at all last night.
Yep.
What? But I plugged you in. Yeah, but you see, I've got a bad plug-in, so I just didn't charge.
Yeah.
All right, how much power do you have? 10%. All right, 10% should be enough. I should be. I'm dead.
Yep.
You just said you had 10%. I lied.
Classic.
Fully charged.
Classic.
All right, I just need you to work for the next couple days. Whoa, who are you? It's me. I have never met you before in my life.
Yep.
Oh, it's the sunglasses with the facial recognition, right? I know, Micah. He's a friend of mine. You are a complete stranger. Oh, hey, Micah, when'd you get here?
Yep.
Whee!
Nice.
What caused you to fall? Oh, please be fine. Your screen is shattered.
Nice.
God dang it! Why are you putting me in rice? Because people say to put your phone in rice when it's not working. That's when I'm wet! Okay, then why don't my games work? I don't know, maybe because you haven't updated your system in 2.5 years? That's because you deleted all my photos on the last update!
Nice.
You know what? This would make a great photo of me. Okay, take a photo. Okay. Okay, another one. Okay, one more. Hey, Brittany, I can't find my phone. Can you call it?
Yeah, no problem. Call his phone. Oh, phone! Micah's phone. Where are you, phone?
Ring. You left me on silent. Oh, I left it on silent. There you are.
Awesome.
Ah! Why is your brightness so high? I thought it was better this way. Hey, Netflix says you've been watching for a really long time. I want to make sure you're okay. I'm fine!
Oh, I keep getting hiccups.
Yeah, he binge watched 5 seasons of Grey's Anatomy in 4 days. He's not okay.
He's not okay.
You have bars! No bars! I have no bars! Wait, I have half a bar.
Send the deck, send the deck!
Okay, I'm trying! Wait, I have 3 bars! Send it! Yeah! Yeah, it's not working. That's it! I am going and buy myself a brand new iPhone 13!
Nice.
Yay, my new iPhone! Buddy!
The same one.
You're my new iPhone? Yep. Please tell me you have a new system.
Nope.
I'm a little skinnier now.
That was pretty funny. I'll subscribe. Sorry, these hiccups are killing me. What the hell? Alright. Do we want to watch... Oh my goodness, the hiccups. God. Dang it. Give me a second. Oh my god, these hiccups are diabolical. Wow, imagine getting the worst hiccups. Oh my god, it's still there. In the worst time imaginable. My goodness. Oh, that hurt. That last hiccup hurt. Oh, lordy. Alright. My goodness. Yep, still here. Still hiccuping. Just like crazy. Lordy, lordy. You have another video. Sure, let's watch it. Let me try to kill my hiccups. 1 second. Yep, it's still here. The hiccups won't leave me alone. All right, what video is it? Oh my goodness, these hiccups are killing me. Wow, they're so aggressive. Dora's trapped in the back room sounds crazy. Sure, we'll take a look at that one. Hiccup. My goodness. Yep. Still hiccuping. Yep. Yep. Oh, is it by Drumsy? Yeah. I think I've seen clips of this. Holy crap. Let's get it.
Dora, is that you?
Hola, Boots.
It's been a week since we've been trapped in the back rooms.
Did you know 1 week in the United States is 7 days in Mexico? If you feel like you're gonna die, just don't.
Muy bien.
Buckle my shoe, do up my hair. This small child is making me scared. The little Spanish girl with the unblinking eyeballs is Dora the Explorer, well known for her children's television show, but this isn't for kids. Today on Drumsy Season 3, the season of collabs, I, Boots the Monkey, will be documenting Dora's trip into the back rooms, an unsettling endless maze inside a creepy office space.
Boots, don't you smell the wet carpet? Don't you enjoy the monochromatic tone of yellow and buzzing fluorescent lights?
I just hope we can find a way to escape.
We need to find a way out of here and rescue our friends who are trapped in the back rooms too. Let's go on an adventure. Vámonos!
What did you do to study your character? Because you do sound very much like Dora.
To get the voice just right, I just put one of my hands around my neck in real life and squeezed just a tiny bit.
That's dedication.
Boots, where should we go now?
Well, it looks like somebody's hiding around this corner. Let's explore that.
Who's hiding where?
Dora is right there.
Where?
Oh my god, I have to do the stupid mouse clicking thing.
Click on the screen with your mouse.
Nice.
Also, can somebody buy me gummy bears from Amazon? What the hell is that?
That's a table. I thought it was a person.
La mesa para 3 personas. The table for 4 people.
No.
Oh, the Spanish-speaking community really gonna drill into us for this one.
Look behind you now. But whoa, there's some big mabambalambas.
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am here to in my hometown with my new family.
Quick, run! I'm in the bad section of the TV channels my mom doesn't let me watch.
Nice.
Oh my gosh! Can you find the person laying on the ground in agony? Do you hear his groans of pain?
I do, Dora. It sounds like he's in need of medical attention.
Check my backpack for a CPR manual. Did you know CPR in Spanish is CPR?
I found it, Dora. It's right under all of the drugs.
Okay, but only grab what you're intended to grab, because Dora knows a lot of people in a lot of hidden places, and Dora knows snitches get stitches, and you don't want to know what happened to Swiper, you piece of
Oh my god, what happened to Swiper?
You look just like my cousin Diego. Wake up.
Dora?
Sí, ¿cómo estás?
Boots? Hi, Diego.
We did it! Diego, would you like to come with us to the back rooms and look for an escape?
This is not the time for that TV kids show bullshit. You know the horrors I've seen here. Unspeakable things. We need to leave.
Diego.
The word honeybee in Spanish is abeja.
Yay!
Dora, listen to me. I've known you since I was a child. I just want you to be serious for once in your life.
You are my favorite primo. Come on, vámonos. Everybody subscribe.
Everybody
Diego, I'm so sorry.
I love it.
I know Dora can be difficult sometimes, but the doctors say if we play along with her fantasies, that's the only way we can keep her from snapping.
I don't think you understand, Boots.
When Dora does this, she looks like a bunny.
Boots, I don't think you understand. This goes so much deeper than you
so
can ever
unserious,
imagine.
it's so funny.
And now Dora's a snake. Subscribe.
What do you mean it goes deeper, Diego?
Dora's fantasies
I
aren't
gotta
just
do VR
fantasies.
chat. I gotta get
They
VR.
spread and infect people. They've become real. This is what people see when they look at you, Boots.
What do they see?
Yeah, that's me.
No, it's not, Boots. Look at yourself. Look in a mirror.
What am I looking at?
God.
Diego, this can't be me.
Boots, you're not even speaking English right now.
What the fuck?
True.
Boots, between me and you, I'm starting to think Dora's the one who brought us to the back rooms.
Dora did this?
Hola.
Just play it cool for now. I have a plan. Also, I've grown 10 years.
Let's go on an adventure. Follow me. And remember, If you get scared, go potty on the toilet.
Will do, Dora.
Whoa!
Oh!
My friend Peppa Pig.
No, that is horrifying.
Oh. And what else?
And what else?
The Yankees did what?
The Yankees said what?
Keep going.
Dora, Peppa is scaring me.
Why? Because she's British? That's really messed up, Drumsy. I'm sure you have a lot of British viewers.
What's wrong with pigs, big boy?
Oh look, it's Keemstar. Never mind, it's just another backrooms monster, Peppa Pig. But Dora doesn't seem to be scared. If these are all fantasies made up in her head, I wonder what Dora's actually seeing when she's talking to this pig monster.
It's so good to see you. I've been all alone here. It's so nice to have new friends in the back rooms. It's so scary here. I haven't seen Mummy Pig in ages. I hope the Queen will be okay for another month.
I hope the Queen will be okay.
In the name of Satan, ruler of earth, the king of the world, I command the forces of darkness to bestow their infernal power upon us. You want to invest in my Peppa Pig NFT? The power of Satan is through the blockchain.
Oh, no. That was pretty good, dog. No, that was pretty good.
Can you find the radio?
Is it right here, Dora?
Hold on, let me take a good look at it. I don't know. It could be.
Maybe if we turn it on, we'll find out.
I hope it plays Despacito, now trending at 2 billion views.
Diego, where did Dora go?
Dora?
Dora's right here. I was just going to the bathroom and I didn't have any toilet paper, so I looked in my backpack.
Oh, no.
I have seen unspeakable things.
Dora, you had a map the entire time?
Dora thought he was toilet paper.
You gotta save me. Have you ever seen Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory?
Flip my flap, that's a map. This changes everything. I know Diego said he had a plan to get us out of here, but if Dora has a doo-doo covered map, we had a new way to escape. Similar to an Applebee's menu, you just have to take one look at it, and then you know it's time to leave.
Guys, do not eat the chocolate that's underneath the ball pit. Biggest mistake of my life.
Listen to me, Map.
I am not a map. I am toilet paper now.
Map!
Get
Listen
your shit
to me.
together, literally.
You're the only one that can get us out of here.
I can't get you out! My pages are smeared!
I believe in you.
My
I believe
pages
in
are
all of your smeared pages.
I believe in unicorns, dragons, rainbows, sunshine.
Okay. She's never going to help us get out. It's up to you.
No, Boots. It's not up to me. It's up to us. With the powers of your monkey tongue, you can lick my pages clean, and we can use the coordinates to get out of here.
Okay, Diego, it's up to me and you to get us out of here.
I don't know about that one, Boots.
I wonder how many of these balls I can fit down my throat before I suffocate on the plastic. 1,
Maybe we should just let
2,
There is one way for us to get out, Boots.
Tell me, my Espanol-speaking brother.
All we have to do is... Oh my gosh. What is that? Obama ball. Welcome to my ball realm.
I'm over here playing all by myself.
Boots.
What?
Let me tell you the plan. If this whole back rooms is Dora's fantasy, then there's only one thing we can do. We have to wake her up. We have to tell her something so raw, so real, so that she can't possibly make it into a fantasy. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Obamacare is now free for all U.S. citizens.
If I was the president of the United States, I would make ice cream a breakfast food.
Nice.
Diego, I've got this. Dora,
What?
there's a reason we never see other human beings in this world of yours. There's a reason we've never met your parents in the Dora the Explorer TV show.
Okay.
It's because you aren't awake right now, Dora. You've been in a coma.
It's pronounced comma.
You had a brain aneurysm. Dora, you're in the hospital. Wake up.
Dora, Boots, Map, Diego. Dora, Boots.
She's breaking down,
Map,
guys. She's breaking
Diego.
down.
Dora, Boots,
Oh, no.
Map, Diego. Dora, Boots, Map, Diego, Boots, Dora, Boots, Diego.
She's waking
Map,
up. Nurse, get over here.
Diego, Dora.
Mrs. the Explorer, this is going to be very hard for you to hear. My name is Dr. Boots, and you've been in a coma for 4 years.
It's pronounced coma. You're telling me this whole time I was asleep?
Not only that, but you've lost all functions in the rest of your body. We amputated the rest of your body. You're just a floating head right now on a bed.
Well, at least the subscribing part was real. The real adventure was the subscribers we made along the way. Can you find the subscription button? What do you think, Diego? Whoa, Diego, you're like sexy now.
That was pretty funny. Drumsy, check out the channel. It's pretty funny shit. Oh, here's another one. I like that one. Trapping the Child in VR Prison. That's a year old. Alright, well, oh, let me swap over. Just talk a few things. Oh boy, that shit was really funny. A really funny note to end in. I am gonna continue streaming again. My usual schedule, etc., etc. It's gonna be the same old schedule. I'm gonna try to, you know, actually stream more. I got stuff to do, like, stuff to stream for you. Next month, I think, yeah, we're gonna get that new Sword Art Online game. I might do a stream after this in, like, an hour or two. Probably zombie stream. I do want to play some zombies today. I want to finish the newest season. And then maybe see. I did get most of the relics for Call of Duty Zombies. I'm literally only missing one relic, and it's the relic no one else has been able to grab or get because no one's figured out how to unlock it yet. But once we find that out, I'll get it, and, you know, we'll run it. The newest map will be dropping mid-season, so we got it like a half a month to get through. So we'll do that too when the map comes, but I will be streaming again in an hour here, just to, you know, get back into the, you know, streaming mindset. I will also be streaming Thursday, Friday, my usual streams. I'm gonna try to do a drawing stream on Thursday. I feel like that'll be the easiest way to get back into my streaming again. But as it stands, this is gonna be where I'm gonna end it. I'll see you around. Let me play some music. Send us away, music. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'll see you around. It's been fun. I'm happy to be back finally. I've been meaning to return a while ago, but I don't know. I wasn't really feeling well, and you know, figured I could take a break. I'll see you guys literally in an hour or two, maybe an hour at most, honestly. I might just switch over now and just start streaming on the PlayStation. We'll see. But I'm going to take a minute, maybe use the restroom, you know, get ready. But thank y'all for being here, reacting with me. But yeah, I'll hop on here in an hour. Yeah. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.